Do you know how much Iron Man has racked his brains and worried about the little spider? He didn't dare put this kid in any more dangerous situations because he understood very well what it meant to lose a loved one. If Captain America were really serious, he could easily beat the student to a pulp in a matter of minutes. In fact, in his eyes, the kid was always just an inexperienced child who hadn't participated in any major battles and for the time being didn't have to shoulder the responsibility of protecting the Earth. Speaking of the suit that was given to him at first, it wasn't meant to make Spider-Man overpowered in battle, but simply to help him avoid even the slightest injuries, including protective systems upgraded based on his own experiences. For example, the global positioning system. This was a hard-learned lesson after he nearly lost his life in the desert. Thanks to that, he could know when Spider-Man was in danger and immediately be there by his side. In addition, the standard heating system was also something Iron Man realized was necessary after experiencing bone-chilling cold himself, so that his student wouldn't have to suffer through the freezing weather. It can be said that Tony considered ensuring Peter's safety to be his own responsibility. The core purpose of giving him the suit was to keep an eye on him. Looking back at Homecoming, after being influenced by his performance in the airport battle, Spider-Man's confidence suddenly swelled, leading to impulsive actions. After the cruise ship incident that nearly caused a major disaster, for the first time he sternly scolded him and used a line that clearly showed his sense of responsibility and deep concern. After that, he immediately took back the suit with the intention of making him understand that who he is without the suit is far more important than who he is with it. It wasn't until the Infinity War in Avengers 3, when Peter was facing a life-or-death situation, that Iron Man sent him a brand new generation of battle suit, the Iron Spider suit, equipped with cutting-edge nanotechnology and top-tier protection systems. It's worth noting that he himself had only just started using the nano suit as well. This alone is enough to prove just how important the kid was to him. However, the original intention behind creating this suit was never to serve in brutal battles, but rather as a precaution for emergencies, to help him escape danger when running out of oxygen at high altitudes, so he could stay away from perilous battlefields. But little Spider secretly stayed behind. Tony's first reaction upon seeing him was actually not surprise at all, because he knew this kid's personality all too well. Later, in the midst of a tense standoff, he saved Doctor Strange's life. In that moment, Tony understood that, in the end, he would become the next generation to protect Earth, a promising candidate for the Avengers. But fate was cruel. His young protege ended up among the half of the population that vanished at random. The cry for help before he turned to dust shattered Iron Man's heart as the boy collapsed right in his arms. The long-standing fear finally became reality. Tony was tormented by guilt. He regretted his decision to recruit him years ago and also regretted not being able to protect the boy better, to the point that months later the first thing he said when he saw Captain America again was, "I lost the kid." This alone is enough to show how deeply the heavy sense of guilt was etched into his mind. 5 years later, even though billionaire Stark had returned to a peaceful family life and appeared indifferent to the pleas for help from his former teammates, when he saw the photo he had taken with Peter, he realized that no matter what it took, he had to try to make things right, even if it meant risking everything. In the end, he succeeded, fulfilling his wish to see his beloved student, now resurrected, once again. At this moment, the look in Tony's eyes was enough to reveal his joy and relief. 1,000 words could not compare to a tight embrace, but who could have known that this would be the last beautiful moment between the two of them? After a snap of the fingers, the one who bore the title of Iron Man was finally set free. But in a way, his departure was to give Spider-Man and all of humanity a safer world, while also paving a bright path for him. Before closing his eyes for the last time, he left the boy his life's work and dedication, the